Your week one story would be what?
A lot of hype around the Texans, and so I think Mark picked them to actually win the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
And
so it's a lock. So, yes.
So, yeah, watching this great division matchup, and I'm kind of bullish in general about the AFC South as a fun division this year. And seeing Anthony Richardson, who's imperfect but a lot of fun with 3+ 50-yard plays
throw
in
to
this
Alec
game.
Pierce is the clubhouse leader for throw of the year right now.
His foot kind of goes out. There's something going on with the Lucas Oil turf. I don't know if you had any issues when you were in Indy, Rich. I don't know if they had switched it out yet.
No, it's always been the turf.
Yeah, so they changed it, and now exactly. That's the difference between 4-4. But yeah, so that was fun. But C.J. Stroud having a monster running game is a scary thought. And just like what we saw in San Francisco with that line blowing open huge running lanes for the backup running back, seeing Joe Mixon just going through, reaching the second level without being touched. Now, the Colts had a bad day defensively, but if their running game is for real, and Stephon Diggs was a really nice fit, like wasn't the 2022 Stephon Diggs necessarily, but he was a red zone menace with 2 touchdowns. We know that they have other big-time receivers with Nico Collins and Tank Dell there, and C.J. Stroud in year 2 after a historic year 1. If you give them a running game, they might lead the league in scoring. And look out, and Mark might end up right in February. So watching Mixon just kick ever-living butt is something that jumped out to me in week 1 for that team.
Who did you predict the Texans to beat in the Super Bowl?
I had the Texans beating the Detroit Lions 27-21 in overtime.
Geez, you're giving me that's oddly specific. I'm not going to.
Well, we were.
I've been doing. This is the 15th year we've covered the NFL together, and Mark has never not picked a game to go to overtime. So that's just so you know.
Actually, the broken clock's going to be right at least once. And last year, your clock was broken perfectly.
Falcons, Patriots, I got that right.
Very nice.
Nailed it.
See, but now that it's happened, you got to go raise the stakes and say double overtime.
That's
How have you not realized that?
That's a good point. That's you're a good showman, because that would have been the correct move
27-21. So do they score first, or they stop them first and then score a touchdown? Do they miss the extra point?
That's a weird overtime
I think they missed the extra point.
Okay.
And then they go do what they need to do on the next drive.
Stop them on defense.
So that is actually raising the stakes a little bit, because that's a very odd scenario to miss.
But now, why even watch a game? You seem to have what was it, Biff Tannen's almanac now. Why even watch?
Great sports almanac.
Well, TJ's got the script.
I do.
Right? Don't you? Do you still have it? TJ keeps busting this thing out.
There
it is.
My site, guys. This is like gold
right
now.
Did you print out the cover page yourself? Like, I'm wondering how you've done this sort of thing.
I ain't printing nothing. It came to me in this confidential envelope.
Did you print out?
It's obviously legitimate.
Did you print out the word confidential on an envelope?
Again, Rich, I didn't do anything. I walked to my mailbox. I looked in.
There.
Dangerous.
It was there.
Yeah, it was just there.
Actually, I won't lie to you guys. I had to sign for it. It was that important.
Oh, wow.
Of course. Well,
Who did it come from? An R. Goodell? Is that what you're saying?
The Shield NYC on here is what it
you
says.
You even printed that out, too.
You keep blaming.
Now, do you have a glue stick? Do you use a glue stick?
All I had was a letter opener that I popped this open with, and I pulled the script out, and I could have told you what happened week 1, but I didn't want to.
Is it nice? Did your mom send you the glue stick from Altoona?
See, my mom don't know nothing about football. It says right here,
your arts and crafts from back in the day.
Doesn't this look legitimate? Doesn't this look like it came from the league?
I mean, wish it was color.
It's all right there. See the script.
Who did you pick for the Super Bowl, Dan?
We don't really need to.
What did I touch a third rail here? What is it? Jets who?
That's Packers.
That's exactly who I picked. Jets, God. Packers.
Look at you. Yeah. I mean, boy, you need a super fun site after week 1 for that one.
But I think that was exactly the pick. Last year was actually Jets Niners. So again, broken clock is right once so far for the Jets every 60 years almost now. So maybe it comes back around. It's about 60. So
catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern for free.